Hello everybody and welcome back to the final third Premier League, and we are back, the first video on the new channel, not new channel but done up channel for the Premier League. And today we'll be going through game week 12's most shocking results, including Liverpool's loss at Anfield, 3-0 loss there, Man City losing 2-1 away against Newcastle, and Everton having a shock win at Manchester United at Old Trafford. It's been a good game week, obviously not for Liverpool fans, not for City fans, United fans, or even Tottenham fans. But it was good for Chelsea fans as they won 2-0 at Turf Moor, which sent them second in the league. I just think Chelsea are playing really well at the minute. I wouldn't say they'll win the league, obviously, and it's too early to predict. But I would say Chelsea are playing really well at the minute. They're definitely going to be up there in that top four. I don't think they'll win the league, but I think they'll be possibly the closest challengers. Obviously, Chelsea have got Arsenal on Sunday, so it'd be interesting to see how Chelsea do play against Arsenal. Obviously, they beat Liverpool at home 2-1. That's a result, but everyone can beat Liverpool at the moment. Going on to Liverpool, 3-0 loss at Anfield, and let's just take a minute to talk about what is going on. I'll be doing a video on Liverpool tomorrow. So if you're interested on that, that'll be coming out tomorrow. But Liverpool at the minute can't seem to win a game, and at the minute in the last two games can't seem to score. Liverpool have failed to score in their last two Premier League games. 2 3-0 losses, one at the Etihad coming against Manchester City, and now one at Anfield against Forest in front of their own fans. And it's crazy to think Liverpool haven't lost back-to-back 3-0 losses for like over 50-60 years. It's incredible. I think the last man to do it was Bob Paisley, I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, sorry, but Liverpool really need to sort their out at the minute. They can't seem to win a game. It's 6 losses in 7. They've won one game. That was Villa at home 2-0. But I tell you what, Liverpool, if you don't start winning, you are falling behind. And I seen the stat. We're going to go off Liverpool in a minute, but I seen the stat about an hour ago. If they wouldn't have scored their last minute goals in the first 4 or 5 games, they would be 19th place. 19th. A few points above Wolves, that would have been. Reigning Premier League champions, I'm just putting it out there. Going on to Wolves, they got beat against Crystal Palace. Rob Edwards' first game in charge of the Wolverhampton Wanderers. They do get beat, the Molineux 2-0. Apparently they played quite well in the first half. I didn't watch the game. But apparently they played well in the first half, and then they just slipped away in the second. Obviously, Palace were always there, always wanting to get the 3 points, which they came away with. West Ham got a good point away at Bournemouth after being 2-0 up at the Vitality, and Brighton come from behind against Brentford to get all 3 points at the Amex, and Sunderland fail to win after a good win streak. That comes to an end at Craven Cottage as Fulham beat them 1-0. Newcastle on the Super Saturday, Newcastle beat Manchester City 2-1. 2 goals coming from Harvey Barnes and a goal coming from Ruben Diaz for Man City. Obviously, all them games, Newcastle, Man City, Newcastle, Arsenal, Newcastle, Liverpool, everyone who plays Newcastle at St James's Park always has a tough game against Newcastle. They always play very well. I've always thought they should be in the Champions League, probably. Well, they should be in Europe, 100%. So a win at the home on their home turf against Manchester City, who are wanting to close the gap on Arsenal, that slipped away, which meant Arsenal could go on to go 6 points clear in front of Chelsea, which they did comfortably as on the Super Sunday game against their bitter rivals Tottenham Hotspur. North London derby. I hate to say it, but Arsenal won 4-1. at the Emirates. A fabulous 3 points from the Gunners there. You always knew Arsenal were going to win the game though after the first 5 minutes. You could see they were up for it more, they wanted it more. Tottenham just wanted to sit back and try and push out a point. Obviously that wasn't the case, and I feel like Tottenham at the minute playing some good football, but that is a setback for them. That game is a setback, and obviously against your bitter rivals, that's 4-1. That is absolutely abysmal. Eze getting a hat-trick is the only player to get a hat-trick in the North London derby. The last person to do it, I believe, was Alan Sunderland, which is crazy. And we're going to go on to Eze. I think he's a fabulous player. Obviously, he's joined Arsenal from Crystal Palace, who he played absolutely brilliant. All the Palace fans were disappointed with his move to Arsenal, but why shouldn't you? Because he's an absolute worldie of a player. He definitely deserves to be at a better club than Palace. Obviously, I'm not saying Palace aren't a good club, but Eze has gone on to better and bigger things, and for him, and hopefully he is hoping to win the Premier League title this season, his first season at Arsenal. Obviously, a hat-trick at the weekend, absolutely stunning. All 3 of his goals were marvellous, including his second one. And he could have got more. He missed 2 or 3 good chances. The keeper, Vicario, I think, made some good saves from Eze. And Arsenal are 6 points top coming into the next game week, which is this weekend. We also had a game at Elland Road on Sunday before the North London derby, where Aston Villa came back from 1-0 down to beat Leeds United at Elland Road, which I thought was an even game. And then in the second half, Villa just came on, scored 2 goals, and then just held out. Obviously, the goal that Leeds scored to make it 2-2, it was clearly a handball. Calvert-Lewin thought it came off his chest or his stomach, but it came off his hand, and that goal was disallowed in the, I believe, 83rd minute. So Leeds at the minute need to really look at themselves, because they can't seem to win a game. I don't know if it's the right decision sacking Farker. I don't know. I think if he don't pick up some points in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I think the owners are going to have to look and think, do we get rid of him or should we keep him? But I really want Leeds to stay in the Premier League, because I think they're a good side, and I think they show that like acceleration up top, like in the team. I think they're a good team to watch as well, and you always hear them singing Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Monday Night Football saw Manchester United take on Everton in Monday Night Football, and Manchester United failed to win that game, and their 5 unbeaten streak came to an end with a 1-0 loss against Everton. I thought it was, as soon as we'll get onto the red card in a minute, because you probably want my point of view from that. Everton, as soon as they scored, it was a boring game. They held Manchester United out. Fair play. They did play well to keep them out for that long, and I think Everton thoroughly deserved the 3 points with 10 men as well. But annoyingly, they go above Liverpool on goal difference. Anyway, Manchester United failing to win. Obviously, Man United fans will be thinking, oh, we're going back to reality, losing again. But no, I do think Man United have been very good in the last 5 games. They've won 3, drawn 2, 2-2 draws against Nottingham Forest, the first one, and the second one being Tottenham Hotspur before the international break. They also beat Sunderland 2-0. They beat Liverpool 2-1, and they beat Brighton 3-2. Or was it 4-2? I think it was 4-2, I believe. Was it 3-2? I'll have to have a look. But the red card incident, I thought it was I thought it was a bit pathetic, really. Yeah, it was 4-2, just to make it all clear. I thought it was pathetic, the red card coming in the 13th minute. Obviously, I seen what it says, and if you strike a player, your own player or an opposition player, you are going to be sent off. But I mean, if it's your own player, then surely you can sort that out between you. I thought it was a bit harsh, and really, he didn't really strike him that much. And I think at the end of the day, you shouldn't have done it and move on. I think I heard David Moyes say, he said Garnegay said his piece after the game and said he was sorry and everything, but I think Everton have just got to move on now. They've got 3 points. Their first win at Old Trafford since 2013, I believe. And yeah, it doesn't happen very often, Everton beating Manchester United at Old Trafford, but it did happen last night. A 1-0 win, and Dewsbury, what a goal! Obviously, that's his first time he scored on his right foot, and it was a belter. Obviously, I thought the keeper could have done a little bit better, but possibly the defender was blocking his view. So I thought it was a bit unfortunate by the Manchester United keeper, Senny Lamans. But I do think Man United, I wouldn't say this is a setback. Obviously, I thought they didn't play at their best that they have been playing for the past 4 to 5 weeks to a month. But I don't think it's a setback, because Man United, I feel like they've won 3, drawn 2, now lost 1. I think they've got Palace next away. That'll be a very tough game. If they then lose that, it becomes a setback. Obviously, Amorim winning them 3 games, wanting the 5 wins. Obviously, United's trying to cut his hair, but what I mean, Crystal Palace next away, that is a big ask. If you can win that, fair play. Obviously, Liverpool have failed to win there, but at the end of the day, it comes down to better on the day. So yeah, there's my match week roundup of the game week 12 Premier League fixtures. I will be back for another video tomorrow, which will be discussing what problems are going on at Liverpool at the minute, and I'll be back for some fun content on Friday. We'll be doing combined 11 of Chelsea v Arsenal, the big game of the weekend, and I will be doing ranking the best midfielders in the Premier League. So tune in for that on Friday and Saturday, and I'll be back with lots more videos on the Premier League. So yeah, please like it and do subscribe. See you on the next one. Goodbye.